When reality speaks at some point in your life, you've had an experience so perfectly timed that it felt impossible to be random. You think of someone you haven't spoken to in years. Then they suddenly call. You open a book to a random page, and the words staring back at you answer the exact question on your mind. You see repeating numbers 111, 222, 333 showing up everywhere, as if reality itself is leaving clues in your path. These aren't accidents. They are messages, and the more you pay attention, the more they appear. But here's the real secret: synchronicities are not just coincidences. They are invitations. Invitations to step out of the illusion, to remember who you are, to recognize that life is speaking to you, waiting for you to listen. So the question is, are you ready to pay attention? They are deliberate signals from a deeper intelligence, a force that has been quietly guiding you your entire life. The universe is not a collection of random, disconnected events. It is an interconnected web of energy and consciousness. Every thought you have, every intention you set, every emotion you experience sends out a frequency like a radio signal. And synchronicities are the universe's way of responding. They are the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the physical and the metaphysical, the conscious and the subconscious. Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in modern psychology, recognized this long ago. He coined the term synchronicity after witnessing countless examples of events aligning in ways that defied logical explanation. He believed these meaningful coincidences weren't random, but were expressions of a deeper, hidden order in reality, something ancient spiritual traditions had understood for centuries. Eastern philosophies call it karma. Mystics refer to it as divine timing. Quantum physicists describe it as non-locality, the idea that everything in the universe is fundamentally connected beyond space and time. But mainstream science avoids this topic, dismissing it as mere illusion despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Reality is built on patterns. Consider this. The entire universe operates through patterns and interconnected structures. Nature follows fractal geometry. Planetary orbits align in mathematically perfect ratios. Your DNA is encoded with repeating sequences. Everything in existence follows cycles, relationships, and a hidden design. So why would human experience be any different? Why would your thoughts, emotions, and decisions not follow an underlying structure? The truth is they do, and synchronicities are the proof. They are glitches in the matrix, brief moments where the hidden architecture of the universe reveals itself. And once you start seeing them, you begin to realize something profound. Reality is far more malleable than you were taught. But if synchronicities are messages, then the next question is who or what is sending them? Some believe synchronicities come from a higher version of yourself, guiding you toward the right path. Others believe they are signals from the collective unconscious, the vast, shared reservoir of human thought and experience that Jung described. Some even believe that synchronicities are hints from an external intelligence. Whether you call it the universe, God, source energy, or even a simulation attempting to communicate with its players, whatever their origin, one thing is certain: synchronicities are not meaningless. They are invitations. Invitations to wake up, to pay attention, to shift your awareness from autopilot to conscious creation. Because the moment you start recognizing them, the illusion of randomness begins to crumble. And that leads to the next question: if synchronicities aren't random, then how do they actually work? The hidden mechanics of synchronicities. If synchronicities are messages from a deeper intelligence, then how do they function beneath the surface? The truth is, there is a hidden mechanism that explains why certain events seem to connect in ways that defy logic. And once you understand this mechanism, you'll realize that you have more influence over reality than you've been led to believe. At the core of synchronicities lies a simple but powerful principle. Your mind is not just a passive observer of reality. It is an active participant in shaping it. The brain's filter. Why you see what you see. Modern neuroscience confirms that your brain filters reality based on what you focus on. This is called the reticular activating system (RAS), a network in your brainstem that determines what information reaches your conscious mind. Have you ever noticed that after you buy a new car, you suddenly see that exact model everywhere? The cars were always there, but your mind simply wasn't filtering them in until now. The same thing happens with synchronicities. The moment you start noticing them, believing in them, and expecting them, your brain shifts focus. And suddenly, they appear more frequently. But this goes even deeper than neuroscience. The science of reality. Consciousness shapes matter. Quantum physics has long suggested that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping reality. The famous double-slit experiment proved that the mere act of observation changes the behavior of particles at a subatomic level. This means that reality is not a fixed, independent structure. It is responsive. Your thoughts, emotions, and focus literally interact with the fabric of the universe. Now, combine this with the law of vibration, one of the fundamental principles of metaphysics. Everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs also carry specific vibrations. And these frequencies dictate what you attract into your life. If you're constantly thinking about fear, scarcity, and limitation, your energy aligns with those experiences, and you begin noticing patterns that reinforce them. But when you shift your frequency, when you focus on alignment, purpose, and synchronicities, reality starts to mirror that back to you. How to use synchronicities to transform your life. The real power of synchronicities is not just in noticing them, it's in responding to them. Every synchronicity is an invitation, an opportunity to align yourself with the deeper flow of reality. So how do you use them? Pay attention. The more you acknowledge synchronicities, the more they appear. Keep a journal. Write them down. Treat them as meaningful, and they will multiply. Trust your intuition. Synchronicities often appear when you're at a crossroads. Instead of brushing them off, trust that they are guiding you toward the right path. Raise your frequency. Your mindset, emotions, and beliefs dictate the type of synchronicities you experience. Shift your focus from fear to possibility, and watch how reality shifts with you. Take inspired action. Synchronicities are not just passive signs. They are nudges from the universe. When you see them, act on them. Follow where they lead. Let go of control. The more you try to force synchronicities, the less they flow. Instead, surrender. Allow the universe to align things in ways you can't yet imagine. The final true synchronicities are not just coincidences. They are proof that reality is alive, intelligent, and responsive. They are evidence that you are not separate from the universe, you are part of it. And the moment you start seeing them, you begin to understand something profound. Life is not just happening to you. You are co-creating it. So the question is, are you ready to start listening? Your perception becomes narrow, and you miss these subtle cues that reality is presenting to you. In this state, synchronicities seem rare or non-existent, not because they aren't happening, but because you are not tuned in to perceive them. But when you shift into a higher vibrational state, one of trust, openness, and awareness, your energy expands. You become like a magnet, attracting experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your thoughts and emotions. Reality begins to flow in harmony with your intentions, and synchronicities increase exponentially. This is why those who cultivate a sense of wonder, curiosity, and gratitude experience more of these mysterious alignments. Their mindset is not fixed in rigidity, but open to possibility. And the more they trust the process, the more they see the hidden order beneath what appears to be chaos. The hidden mechanism of reality. Skeptics argue that synchronicities are merely psychological illusions, selective attention, pattern recognition, or statistical probability. But if that were true, how do we explain their profound timing? How do we explain the precise moments when reality seems to answer an unspoken question or nudge someone toward a life-altering decision? Here's the deeper truth. Synchronicities operate through a mechanism that goes beyond cause and effect. They function through meaning rather than simple physical laws. Unlike ordinary events, which follow a strict linear sequence, synchronicities transcend time and logic. They align with emotions, thoughts, and intentions, forming a bridge between your inner world and the external reality. This is why so many of the world's greatest innovators, artists, and visionaries speak of moments of divine inspiration, sudden bursts of insight that appear at the perfect time, seemingly out of nowhere. They were not merely lucky, they were aligned. They had tuned their consciousness to the frequency where ideas, inspiration, and synchronicities naturally occur. How to open yourself to synchronicities? How do you cultivate this alignment? How do you shift from a life of randomness to one guided by meaningful synchronicities? Develop awareness. The first step is simply noticing. Begin paying attention to the small patterns in your life, the moments of perfect timing, the repeating numbers, the unexpected messages. Acknowledge them rather than dismiss them. Set intentions. Synchronicities amplify when you have a clear direction. If you want guidance, set an intention. Ask a question internally. Then, instead of forcing an answer, trust that the right sign will appear at the right time. Trust your intuition. Logical analysis has its place, but synchronicities speak through intuition. If a certain path feels right, even if it defies logic, trust it. Your intuition is the bridge between your conscious mind and the deeper intelligence of the universe. Raise your vibration. Your energy shapes your reality. Engage in activities that bring you joy, peace, and inspiration. Surround yourself with people and environments that uplift you. The higher your vibrational state, the more synchronicities will flow into your life. Let go of control. The paradox of synchronicities is that they appear when you surrender, not when you force them. The more you try to control outcomes, the more rigid your reality becomes. Trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Even if you don't yet understand how to attract synchronicities and use them to transform your life, know that you understand how to recognize synchronicities. The next step is learning how to invite more of them into your life. Because synchronicities aren't just random gifts from the universe. They are reflections of your energy, your focus, and your openness to receive. And here's the truth most people don't realize. You can consciously create more synchronicities. You can shift your energy, open the right doors, and step into alignment with the flow of life. When you do, these signs won't just appear more often, they'll start guiding you toward the exact experiences, people, and opportunities you need. So how do you do it? It all comes down to three key principles: intention, alignment, and action. 1. Set clear intention. Sincerity increase when you have a clear direction. When you set a strong intention, whether it's finding your purpose, attracting the right relationships, or discovering a new opportunity, you send a powerful signal into the universe. This is why people who are deeply focused on a goal often experience more synchronicities. Their energy is directed, and reality responds. Start by asking yourself, what do I truly want to create in my life? What answers am I seeking right now? What kind of signs would help guide me in the right direction? Then, put that intention out there. Write it down. Say it out loud. Hold it in your mind daily. The moment you set a clear request, synchronicities will begin aligning to show you the way forward. 2. Align your energy. Intentions alone are powerful, but they only work when your energy matches them. If you're constantly stressed, doubtful, or caught in negativity, you'll block the flow of synchronicities. Remember, synchronicities operate on frequency. If you want to attract them, you need to raise your vibration. The fastest ways to do this: gratitude. Focus on what's already working in your life. The more you appreciate, the more the universe responds. Mindfulness. Stay present. Pay attention to the world around you instead of being lost in your mind. Curiosity. Keep an open mind. Expect the unexpected, and be willing to follow the unknown. Stillness, meditation, and self-reflection create space for insights and synchronicities to flow in. The more aligned your energy is, the easier it becomes to see and attract synchronicities in your everyday life. 3. Take inspired action. Here's where most people fail. They see synchronicities, but they don't act on them. They notice the repeating numbers, the perfect opportunities, the strange coincidences, but instead of following the signs, they hesitate, they overthink, they let fear or doubt hold them back. And when that happens, the connection weakens, the universe moves on. Synchronicities are not just messages, they are calls to action. They are invitations to step forward, to trust the flow, to take a leap even when logic tells you otherwise. So, when a sign appears, ask yourself, what is this synchronicity telling me? What action is it asking me to take? Am I willing to trust it and move forward? The people who experience the most synchronicities are the ones who act. They don't wait for perfect clarity. They don't let fear paralyze them. They see the door. opening and they walk through it. And here's the real secret. The more you trust and act on synchronicities, the more they multiply. The universe rewards movement. The moment you step forward, it responds by placing more signs, more opportunities, and more aligned experiences in your path. This is why those who embrace synchronicities live in a state of flow. They don't fight against life, they co-create with it. The final key, surrender to the flow, the last and most powerful step in attracting synchronicities, is letting go of control. Most people try to force outcomes. They want to know exactly how things will unfold, exactly when their desires will manifest. But synchronicities don't work that way. They appear when you trust, when you surrender, when you allow life to guide you instead of trying to control. Every detail. The paradox is this: the more you chase, the less you receive. The more you let go, the more magic unfolds. So if you want to see more synchronicities, stop forcing and start allowing. Let life surprise you. Trust that you are being guided, even when things don't make sense. Because when you do, the world starts speaking to you in ways you never imagined. And that's when you realize synchronicities were never just coincidences. They were always the universe calling you home. The language of relative universe speaks in whispers first. A gentle nudge, a subtle sign, a number on a clock, a phrase overheard at just the right moment, a door left slightly open, waiting for you to notice. But if you ignore the whispers, the messages grow louder. The patterns become impossible to dismiss. And if you still don't listen, life will shake you awake. Most people wait until reality forces them to change, until the signs they ignored turn into obstacles, until the quiet nudges turn into painful lessons. But that's not how it has to be. You don't have to wait for life to make you move. You can learn the language of synchronicity now. You can become fluent in the way reality speaks. And once you do, everything shifts. Because the truth is, synchronicities are not just signs, they are doorways. Doorways into a reality where things align, where opportunities find you, where struggle is replaced by flow. But to step through that doorway, you must do something most people never do. You must trust it. Decoding synchronicity or singing synchronicities is one thing, but knowing how to use them, that's where real transformation happens. Because these moments are not just fun coincidences to notice. They are direct communication between you and the deeper intelligence of reality. They are either signals that you are in alignment or warnings that you are not. People who experience the most synchronicities are not just lucky. They are consciously creating their reality. They are paying attention. They are responding. So how do you do the same? It all comes down to three things: intention, setting a clear focus; alignment, matching your energy to what you seek; action, moving when the signs appear. 1. Set a clear intention. Synchronicity respond to focus. The more specific your thoughts and desires, the clearer the signs become. If you want guidance, ask for it. Literally, say it out loud, write it down, whisper it to yourself before you sleep. Show me a sign that I'm on the right path. Reveal my next step. Bring me the right people, opportunities, and circumstances. The universe does not communicate in straight lines. It speaks in symbols, emotions, and unexpected moments. Your job is not to control how the answer comes. Your job is to notice when it does. To align your energy synchronicities are a reflection of your inner state. When you are in a state of fear, doubt, or hesitation, you block the flow. But when you move into a state of trust, excitement, and openness, the signs accelerate. This is why synchronicities spike during major life changes. When you step into the unknown, but with faith, reality mirrors that shift. If you want more synchronicities, raise your frequency. Meditation, gratitude, visualization, deep self-reflection. Anything that lifts your energy and clears mental noise will open the flow. Because if you've ever had a period of life where everything seemed to magically align, it wasn't magic, it was resonance. Synchronicity is simply reality responding to the frequency you emit. 3. Take aligned action. This is where most people fail. They see the signs, but they hesitate. They second-guess. They wait for more confirmation. But synchronicities are not just messages to observe. They are calls to action. If you keep seeing the same number, symbol, or phrase, it's not random. It's a nudge. If you keep feeling pulled toward a new path, person, or opportunity, that is reality placing a doorway in front of you. Your job is to walk through it. And here's the secret: most never realize synchronicities multiply when you follow them. The moment you stop hesitating and start trusting, reality rearranges itself in your favor. The more you listen, the louder the signs get. Because the universe rewards movement. Living in the flow, people who experience synchronicity constantly are not just noticing signs. They are acting on them. They are co-creating with reality instead of waiting for life to happen to them. And as a result, they enter a state of deep flow, a state where the right people show up at the right time. The right opportunities align effortlessly. The path ahead feels like it's revealing itself step by step. This is not wishful thinking. This is not superstition. This is learning to move in sync with the deeper intelligence of life itself. And this is the choice you now face. The choice you must make. Know that you know the truth about synchronicities. What will you do with it? Because most people, after hearing this, will go right back to their old patterns. They'll notice a synchronicity, feel a moment of wonder, and then dismiss it as coincidence. They'll receive a sign pointing them towards something new, but hesitate, overthink. Let fear talk them out of taking the leap. They'll stay trapped in the loop of doubt, waiting for more proof, waiting for something bigger, waiting for absolute certainty. But here's the truth: certainty never comes before action. You have been trained to ignore these signs, to explain them away, to stay disconnected from the intelligence guiding your life. But now you see it. Now you understand that reality is not random. It is structured, intelligent, responsive. And more importantly, you are a part of that structure. Your thoughts, emotions, and choices shape the path ahead. You are not just moving through reality. You are co-creating it. The invitation. So, what does this mean? It means that synchronicities are not just happening to you. They are happening for you. Every alignment. Every moment of perfect timing. Every repeating number, symbol, or message. They are not coincidences. They are invitations. Invitations to step into a new way of being, Invitations to trust, to expand, to align. And most importantly, to act. So if there is one thing you take from this, let it be this: do not ignore the signs, because the universe speaks in whispers first. But if you don't listen, the messages will get louder. And the question is, will you listen now, or will you wait until life forces you to? The choice is yours. The power of paying attention. If you keep ignoring them, the synchronicities stop. You fall back into unconscious patterns, drifting, stuck in routine, moving through life without direction. It's like the universe whispers to you, but if you refuse to listen, it goes silent. But if you pay attention, if you start treating synchronicities as real, if you follow where they lead, everything shifts. The people who experience the most synchronicities aren't lucky. They're aware. They trust their intuition. They act on the signs. They move with the flow instead of against it. And because of that, life moves in ways that seem effortless. Doors open, opportunities appear. The right people enter their lives at the perfect moment, as if something unseen is guiding them, aligning everything in their favor, because something is. But here's the truth: this is just the surface. There's far more to this than I can share here. That's why Insights Academy exists, to go deeper into what we're not supposed to know. If you sign up now, you'll also receive a free copy of the Kybalion, one of the most powerful texts on universal laws. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to the link in the description now. You've seen the patterns. You've felt the alignments. Now it's time to stop second-guessing. It's time to trust. Pay attention. Follow the signs. Act on them. Because once you step into alignment, you'll realize something powerful. Synchronicities aren't rare. They are everywhere, waiting for you to wake up and finally see them. If this resonated with you, let us know by commenting "I understood."